There we have it. The 300ZX rear suspension is completely disassembled. We've also taken out every single bushing and ball joint and bearing on the entire rear end. This is the whole pile of bushings that had to come out. It is time to move on to the front suspension. So let's get these wheels off. So I've got the upright out on the passenger side, which is all we really need to do. So we're gonna mirror this on the driver's side, get that out, and then these control arms and the subframe will all kind of come out easy once the car is high up in the air. So let's do it. So we got both of our uprights off on both sides, and we're gonna take the steering rack off, and then this whole subframe is coming off.
So just getting back from the powder coaters right now, we have a surprise for the 300ZX. We haven't sent everything out for powder coat in a very long time, but we knew we wanted to make this car special, and we got it done in a very special color. Oh, there he is. Hey, open that door. Oh, you wanna see the back? There's stuff in the back. There's some in the back seat too.
What is in here?
We sent literally everything that we took off out for powder coat. Ooh.
Gold?
I love gold, baby. It's that Nismo gold.
I love gold.
But look, all the calipers. Look at this.
Brand new calipers.
Oh my God. We literally sent everything
out.
We golded her out. Bling, bling. And then there's more too.
But wait, there's more.
But wait.
There's more. Let me show you this.
Yeah. Front and rear subframes were done in that same color. I don't know if you can help me. You might need two people. I love gold.
The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it.
We have
never done this before.
Never done this color.
No.
It looks cool though, doesn't it?
This is really...
I think the last time we sent subframes and all this stuff out was for the 240.
I was gonna say, I think it was...
We did those in fluorescent yellow.
Right. Wow, nice.
You know what the best part about all this is? Did you guys see how dirty and terrible everything was before? We didn't have to clean everything.
Cheap way to get your parts clean.
Definitely was not cheap, but it looks pretty cool.
That's super cool.
It's like everything is brand new. Woo! It's gonna look pretty good under there.
We're gonna be posting behind the scenes exclusive content on the 300ZX on Vero. If you guys wanna see this build happen in real time, don't wait for the next YouTube episode to drop. Hop on Vero and join our community. Vero is a worldwide network of creators where there are no advertisements, and we're gonna be posting high resolution photos of the 300ZX build and high quality videos. This is a space where we can share a ton of awesome content as we build this car in real time with you guys. So if we hop into the app here right away, you can begin connecting with whatever community you're a part of. You have the power to share and post anything from music to movies, books, even podcasts. Who knows? You guys might even see a throtl podcast soon. One of my personal favorite features of the app is the Vero hashtags. Searching and following hashtags gives you immediate access to niche communities and grants you a whole new way to connect with the world. Ultimately, this is a next-gen social membership network with no ads or algorithmic fee, giving members control of their online space. We have so much planned for this 300ZX, and we're building a community on Vero. So head over, download it, drop your Vero handle in the comment down below so we can connect with you guys. And thank you so much to Vero for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to building.
All right, now it's time for me to get underneath this car and get it nice and cleaned up, because right now it's looking kind of dirty, kind of scrubby. We need to remove all 4 shocks. We are actually going to remove the fuel tank because we are going to order a new one. All these covers, heat shields, all this stuff's got to come out so I can do a proper cleaning and spraying. So.
Dude, what happened to this fuel tank, bro?
I know, I got smashed. Look at this.
Was that you?
Ding, ding.
Did you
No, we got it like that. That's why we are going to remove it and replace it when we get another one, if we can find one. I don't even know if they're available or not.
We're gonna do a fuel cell? We're gonna be pushing mad HPs.
Well, I'll tell you this. If we can't find one, I guarantee a fuel cell will be the next option.
Do you know how much horsepower we're gonna be making?
I think the goal is to build the engine to withstand between 100 horsepower.
Holy.
I don't think we're pushing it that hard, but I would imagine at least.
We're gonna bleep those numbers
Okay.
to keep them on the toes.
Yeah. Bam. Yep, still looks ugly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this.
Oh, it's been a while. I forgot how bad this was.
Me too. Dude, I think I feel so will be perfect. Cause you can. Caca. Oh no. You got caca on me now. It would be nice to just cut this off and just put the fuel cell here. I think there's fuel in there.
Oh, Ricky, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
That is straight varnish. That is not gasoline anymore.
It smells like wine.
I got some red dust smash.
Why does it smell like wine, Ricky?
Like what?
Old gas, dude. It smells like your grandpa's shed, where he's had the lawnmower in there that hasn't ran for 15 years.
You wanna save
That's
this?
what this smells like. Fuel tank is out, baby. Now we need a new one.
What is this, Quinn? Did you do this?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's race wiring, dude.
What is this?
This is race holes for faster fuel service.
So I say both things. I say we can find a replacement fuel tank or just drop in a fuel cell and it'll fix all these issues.
So you cut the floor out like we did with the Freak, basically?
Yep, cut this out, drop a 10-gallon fuel cell here and do a frame for it.
I'm with that.
I think that almost be easier
And
than
cleaner.
trying to figure out how to put this back together.
Be way cleaner too.
It's also super dented too.
Yeah.
I kind of am on the opinion that we should run a stock factory style fuel tank, simply because the fuel cells, they just don't hold enough. Like, we are always filling up the Civic.
How many gallons is that one?
10. You can't put 2 5s in. You have
Nope,
to put
I'm pretty sure
a
it's a
5
bigger
and,
fuel cell.
half.
That's it. We don't know what the capacity is.
It's probably like 12 or 13.
Well, I mean, these
Yeah.
things are making a lot of power. You're gonna go through a lot of gas. Good stuff.
Ah, sick. It's 14, bro. We just dropped the tool on the floor.
Hey, give me that.
We're gonna spray with Maguire's degreaser. We're gonna let it soak because I'm gonna go to lunch after that. And then we're gonna get to respraying and scrubbing. Right? You know what? He can just spray. Hey, you're worse!
You're not even spraying it.
Hey! Mira, let me just show you. All 4 wheel wells are clean. Mira. Boom. By the way, they had a really thick coat of grease. It took a lot, but we got them clean. What are we doing next?
I think we're putting new parts on the car.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be Queen and I.
Yeah.
It's gonna look sick. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the throtl YouTube channel and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a thing.
We are excited to show you all the parts for the 300ZX. We've got them blown apart. So the first thing is we have a full energy suspension bushing kit for the front and for the rear. Literally every single bushing for this entire car is in that kit, which is really cool. So here we have the sway bars and the steering rack bushings. We have a ton of GK Tech arms, literally every single arm for this entire car, which is awesome. So here we have the lower control arm. We also have a new ball joint for that, the traction rod, the upper camber arm, and these are all completely adjustable. So we can set this up however we want, whether we're gonna be tracking it or making it like a stance car and we want to light a camber. We're also gonna be replacing these struts. As you know, the ones were junk, so we got my favorite coilover, the BR series. We also have a full set of brakes. These are EBC. We're gonna be running it with red stuff pads. And we have new calipers for the front because the old ones were completely locked up. The back ones are in good shape. For the back, the subframe is all dressed up. We have a GK Tech lower control arm. We have 2 rear control arms and a tow arm that's gonna be going on brand new as well. These are all fully adjustable. BR series coilovers in the back. The rear spindle has been repainted. It looks very nice. Energy bushings going all the way around that, including the shock bushings, which is awesome. Repainted caliper, EBC red stuff, brake pads, and new rotors as well. We have a ton of work to do. We gotta get all of these awesome parts on the car. Let's get to it.
Well, before the boys start bolting the subframes and everything back on, we're no longer gonna run the stock hood latch on this thing. We're gonna run hood pins. I went ahead and made a panel that's gonna close out this area. So this area used to be cut out. The hood latch mechanism itself actually mounted there. As you can see, it fits right in. It'll get TIG welded in today. Fabbed up my new core support out of 1x3, added some 1.5 inch square stock as well, just to brace it to the frame rails or the unibody rails. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a jacking point on here. I went ahead and sealed out the frame rails. We also sealed up a bunch of holes that are no longer gonna be used up here on the strut tops, around the where our coilover is gonna mount, and then also a bunch of bolt holes. This is where the factory fuse box used to go. That's now down here. That way when this gets bodyworked and painted, it just looks nice and smooth.
I'm gonna get started on the rear suspension on the 300ZX. We got our subframe, we got all the old junk bushings out. So we're gonna start by setting in a solid subframe bushing set by GK Tech. We're gonna get our rear diff bushings in, and then we're gonna start hanging the subframe and then hanging all the arms.
Get a close-up of this guy, dude.
Our subframe bushings are installed. We're gonna get these, which are our rear diff bushings in, and then the subframe's going in the car. Let's do it. Rear subframe is in, it looks amazing. So now we're gonna start adding bushings to all of these, and then we'll have the suspension all back together. So let's do it. This is the spindle kit, baby. Oh, look at that. That's all sorts of good. We've got one of our bushings done. It looks amazing, went on really nice. These bushings actually on most cars go unmaintained. A lot of people don't replace the ones on these, just the ones on the control arm. So these fail just as often, and when they get worn out, you can get a lot of vibration, a lot of clunking in the chassis. So having this optional kit is amazing. So we got 3 more to do on this spindle, and then we got the other 4 to do on the other spindle. Throw you guys up on the tripod, we'll get it done. I've got all of our energy suspension bushings in our spindle here. Now we're gonna start throwing some of our GK Tech control arms on the rear and get this thing bolted back in the car.
While Quinn's working on that, I'm gonna grab these BC coilovers right here and start working on the front. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna move to the rear and help him get that buttoned up.
Let's go. It feels really good. Good smooth actuation. So now we're gonna tighten everything up. Once everything's tight, we're gonna lock down all of our little lock rings here to hold the settings where they are. We're gonna align it once the car is like on the ground and ready to move. But for now, I don't want anything coming loose. We're gonna tighten it down, and once it's all tight, we'll throw our coilover in. The final piece of the puzzle is our brakes. We have a set of pads and rotors by EBC. These are a vented steel rotor, which is really nice. It even has cutouts for pad gassing. And we have my favorite brake pad, the red stuff. An excellent high performance street pad. Let's get these brakes on. Our suspension is back on our 300ZX. We got all of our GK Tech bushings, control arms. We got energy suspension bushings on. We got our BC coilovers, EBC brakes, a whole bunch of really good stuff.
Yep, so the underpinnings are back together at this point, and now it's time to get this thing off to paint after a couple little things we still have to do, but it's essentially ready.
Yep.
And the one thing we have not decided on yet is what color we're gonna paint this car.
We've all got a few ideas floating around the shop, but we want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below what color we should paint our 300ZX.
That's right, leave us a comment, hit the thumbs up. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See you.